Right, where are we here? Right, questions at the ready. News stories, check. Let's get ready to rock and roll as always. God, it's good to be back. What a weekend too as well. Right, let's go. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of the day it is you're listening to me here on this podcast. Welcome back to the Moore Army podcast for another episode. Hope you're all doing well out there since I last spoke to you last week. Hope you're all having hope you all had a great weekend. I had a pretty emotional, yet fun, yet one of those weekends that basically had it all, to be honest. But I'm back here on a Tuesday morning, sitting down, recording, just finished my second cup of coffee. I feel great, and I'm ready to rock and roll. So, yes, guys, I hope you are all doing well. And I want to say thank you, first of all, for all your messages over the weekend, all your questions for this podcast coming up into today. But even before I put it on social media platforms yesterday, asking for questions. There was tons of questions in the inbox, as always. People asking me questions and people wanting advice, and it's just great to know that so many people are reaching out to listen to this podcast every single Tuesday and Thursday. And I just want to say thank you to you guys for that. I do appreciate it. Right, I got plenty to talk about today, and also I got loads of questions I want to get through to it as well. But before we go any further in today's podcast, I just want to give a wee shout out first of all to our friends and partners of the Moore Army, which is FTBL Spot. Now, if you're listening to this podcast here on the YouTube channel, go into the description, you get all the information about FTBL Spot. But if you're listening to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts or TuneIn Radio, if you want to go to their website, if you just search up ftblspot.shop, go on there, you can find all their great stuff for mystery shirt in a box, classic football shirts, football boots, and much, much more. You can go on there and check them out. If you contact them on their social media links by just searching FTBL Spot on Instagram and Facebook and quote to them on a message, Moore Army, they will give you a discount code for their website that will give you some great discounts on their website. Some great merchandise on there, guys. If you're a follower of my YouTube channel, you'll see the stuff that they sent Lewis and I recently. They sent me a lovely mystery shirt in a box for my birthday, which was great. They've sent Lewis football boots and more. And some of the reviews I've posted up on my social media pages as well, all their reviews as well are absolutely first class. Their products are A1 quality, and they are a really good upcoming business. So we want to give them some support, guys. FTBLspot.shop. And again, go on to Instagram, Facebook, find their page, drop a like and follow them on there. Send them a message quoting Moore Army. They'll give you a discount code for their website, and you'll get discounts on their great items. That's FTBL Spot. What a great upcoming business they are, and great supporters here of the Moore Army. Also, guys, if you want to get in touch with me here on the podcast for any future episodes, you can do that certainly by the following methods, which is Instagram, official Matthew Moore, our current Facebook page, which is the Moore Army Facebook page. Also, you can contact us by the email, which obviously a lot of your regulars just know it now anyway, moorearmypodcast@yahoo.com. Well, what have I been up to since the last time I spoke to you at the weekend? God, guys, I tell you. Bit of an emotional start to the weekend since I spoke to you. Friday was a bit of a shitty day for me, to be quite honest with you. It was just sort of, I was supposed to go out on Friday night for a charity event and do our thing throughout the day, and I didn't get around to doing it because I was just having a real, I wouldn't even want to call it emotional meltdown. Friday was not a very good day. It was just one of those days where you just really wanted to crawl up into a ball and go back to bed and try and restart your day again. But yeah, it was just one of those days. It was just, I don't know. It was just, it's hard to explain. It was just one of those days where everything that just, I just didn't want to communicate with anybody. I just didn't want to be with anybody. I just had a real severe, bad day on Friday. So But I picked myself up from it. I dusted myself off. I went to a football game at the weekend as well. I went out on the Saturday night as well for a nice long walk. I mean, I'm going out for a walk. I mean, I took myself out for a few hours on Saturday evening. I did do a vlog while I was out there as well, guys. It's on the channel now as well, and the match day vlog from the game that I was at, the North Down Derby. But yeah, it just started off a real head melter on the Friday, and then obviously the Saturday I tried to improve it. The walk really helped. I had a great time on the Saturday night, fish and chips by the seaside and all on Saturday night. It was great. As I've said in this podcast many times, I spend most of my Saturday nights in the house on my own now. But you know, I said to myself, right, Matthew, I'm not going to spend an hour Saturday night stuck in the house on my own. I need to get up, I need to get out, I need to go and do something. So I took myself out for, a long walk. I went out for ages. I really, go and watch the vlog, guys. It was a good vlog. And I took myself to the seafront area where in the town I live here in Bangor, and I got myself the nice fish and chips from the local chip shop. And I sat there and I chilled out with a lovely fish and chips, but half of it ended up in the bloody bin because I couldn't eat it all. It was too big. And with a lovely cold bottle of water and just sat there and chilled out. Went out for an hour, lovely walk. Straight after that as well, walked home, had a great time, came home, and then Saturday and Sunday night I sat up with Lewis and watched the wrestling. So I had a pretty up and down. It started off a really crap, emotional, shitty Friday. Thursday evening, Friday. Well, Thursday evening it was all right, and then Friday obviously it was just a complete meltdown day, guys. I haven't had one of those in a very long time. It just came on me all of a sudden, so I just sort of thought, right, on the Saturday night I'm going to get up and do something. So I did, and I'm glad I did because and I apologised on my own personal social media page. I know obviously a lot of people who are friends of mine who are on my private Facebook listen to this podcast. I'm sure they're probably listening now, and I want to apologise because a lot of people did try to contact me over the weekend, and obviously those people were supposed to go to that charity event on the Friday night. I didn't go because I just wasn't in the right headspace, and I just didn't want to be around people, and I just wanted to be at home. And again, it was one of those weekends. But apart from that, it was all right. Had good fun on late Saturday night with Lewis. Sat up Saturday and Sunday night. Watched the wrestling. It was great. And I know obviously a lot of wrestling fans who listen to this podcast too. SummerSlam was a fantastic event. We had a great time. We had a return, we had a return of Brock Lesnar, who was supposedly banned from being in WWE because of this whole Vince McMahon lawsuit over Janelle Grant and all that stuff. But he appeared on the Sunday night. But yeah, no, it's been a bit of an emotional few days. But I cheered myself up yesterday. I bought myself a new golf game for a PS5. Guys, I have a PS5 and I never really play very much of it, to be quite honest, because a lot of you guys keep asking me about gaming videos. I used to do a lot of gaming with Lewis, especially when Lewis was younger, but see in last 2 or 3 years, I don't really get a chance to play it as much as what I do. But I treated myself to the new golf game, 2K25. I tried it out last night and I loved it. I thought it was great. The graphics are insane. But yeah, I'll be playing more of that over the next few days as well, because I know a lot of you guys that are asking me to do gaming videos. So yeah, I will be doing gaming videos eventually. Guys, also as well, I made an announcement for anybody out there who listens or who watches my videos just for the football. I actually posted a video there last night. With another announcement to make. I did do an hour video at the weekend there reviewing the new Liverpool home kit, by the way, which was just an absolute stunning kit, but I'll talk about that in just a wee second. I did make an announcement, guys, on the YouTube channel about a new sort of series I'm trying to make here on the Moore Army YouTube channel. Now, I know a lot of people out there only watch my videos for the daily vlogs and stuff like that, which I'm going to be doing a lot of as well, guys, so it's not just all about this announcement. I did announce yesterday that I'm going to be doing a series of football videos. Now, guys, I worked in the Irish League for 15 years. My last job was with Hartlepool Welders over a year or so ago. I wasn't involved in the Irish League all of last season, apart from just attending the games as a fan. I've done a few match day vlogs which people enjoyed. So I haven't got a new club for the new season. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take myself out. I thought, you know something? I'm not going to just sit back and think, something, just wait for this new job to come back into the Irish League again. I'm going to get up and I'm going to say, something, screw it. I'm going to get up and I'm going to make match day vlogs right across the country. So I'm going to pick a game every weekend, or even if there's big games in the cup games during the week as well. I'm going to be getting up and I'm going to be I want to travel around the country. So if you listen to this podcast, guys, and you watch my YouTube videos just for football, and you want to see me come to your ground in the Irish League, whether it be a Premiership ground, a Championship ground, PIL ground, or an Amateur League ground or whatever, get in contact with me and I'll come to your ground if I get a chance this season, and I'll do a match day vlog. I'm hoping to get a game tonight, and I'm hoping to get the game tomorrow as well. Amateur League games, I'm hoping to get to them. Now, a lot of people are going to be thinking, oh, but is your channel going to be flooded with football now and it's not going to be covered in more vlogs? No, guys, I'm not. I'm going to be doing other vlogs as well. Because again, I've been saying to you behind the scenes the last few weeks, I've been trying to rebrand the channel. We're coming up with ideas of what to do and what not to do. I'm trying to work it around my normal life, because obviously now, with the likes of only myself mostly in the videos now, because Brooke and Lewis don't want to be in the videos as much anymore. Obviously, Mum and Dad are not in the videos as much anymore. Now there's Tony. I need to get out there more, guys, and create more content for the channel. So that's why I made an announcement last night for the football side of it, where I'm going to be going around this season and doing a lot of match day experiences. So one week I could be in Carrickfergus. 1 week I could be at Windsor Park in Belfast. I could be at the Oval in Belfast. I could be at Crusaders Ground. I could be at Moorview Park in Glenavon. I could be at the Ballymena Showgrounds. All these different places I could be at. Now, I'm hoping to start with the Premiership season just starting ASAP of a choice to start a game. I'll be at a game. Well, I was planning to go to one on the Friday night, the Saturday, and the Sunday game, because there's Sunday games now in the Premiership in Northern Ireland. Well, this week, obviously when the first season the games kick off, I'll be going to either the first game will be Crusaders against they're playing Carrick Rangers, or it'll be at Shamrock Park between Portadown and Glentoran. So I'm in two minds what game to go to this weekend. It starts this weekend. So again, will I be popping up at Shamrock Park this weekend, or will I be popping up at CU? Then on Sunday, I'll be back at Bangors Football Ground as they take their first step into the Premiership for the first time in 15 years, as they take on Cliftonville at Clondyboy Park. I'll be at that game as well. So I'm trying to get as many games on, because a lot of people only watch my videos for football. So I've been sitting for the last couple of weeks writing down notes of ideas for vlogs and trying to do more YouTube shorts and try and do more different things. Like I posted a couple of wee shorts there yesterday. I posted on the channel. I was in the sports store yesterday. I made a quick video of the Liverpool shirt again, and I found this funny thing in Tesco that I put a wee YouTube short up on. Guys, I'm going to be posting more YouTube shorts. I'm going to be posting more videos on the channel. I need to get the channel reactive again and try and build an audience again from all different perspectives. So if you watch that announcement, it's on the channel now. You'll see me explaining to you all what happened. So yes, I know there's people out there who watch my channel just for football. Yes, I understand people that only watch my channel for the vlogs. That's completely understandable. So I'm going to try and mix it up and try and make it happy for everybody. You know what I mean? So I know I had that Red Men Football Adventures channel, but for some strange reason, YouTube are being funny bollocks about it all and trying to get it. I can get into it, but they're just trying to they're being so strict about what I post. I tried to post a couple of shorts the other day on it, took them straight down. I don't know what the problem is, whether the channel has strikes on it. I don't know. I'm going to have to look more in depth to it. So I'm going to try, you're going to see a lot more content pop up on my channel over the next few weeks. Match day vlogs, you're going to be seeing more normal vlogs as well. So why I'm in a town, for example, if I'm at football on a Saturday, say I am in Ballymena, for example, I'll be doing a vlog in Ballymena along with the match day vlog. So you're going to get two for the price of one. If I'm in East Belfast for, say, Glentoran versus whatever, I'm going to be there and I'm going to do a vlog throughout the day leading into the match. And then after the game, I'm going to do a whole big experience. As I said to you a couple of weeks ago, guys, I'm trying to travel the country. I want to do more content for the channel. I'm going to try and build it around my life outside of YouTube as well, like work and other things as well. So I'm trying to build it all around that. So I'm going to be flat out for the next few weeks and months ahead, which I'm looking forward to because I can't wait to do it because I want to create more videos for the channel. So go and check out the announcement, guys. It's on the channel right now if you want to go and check it out. So I just wanted to bring it onto the podcast here today. Sorry for ranting on a wee bit. I know I've been talking for I'm having a look here, 15 minutes. So apologies for that. But anyway, what have I got for to talk to you today about? I've got quite some interesting subjects that I want to talk about today. Parents here in Northern Ireland, welcome a university U-turn on some creche hiking fees. If you don't know what that means, it pretty much means about people who go to university have children. Obviously, the fees of having their children and all looked after by childminders, and we're going to talk about that as well. This story really made my fucking teeth itch. A fraudster who was ordered to be deported 25 years ago from the UK is still in the UK despite repeat offences. He's still in the UK? What? Also, guys, a lot of you still contact me about this, the pensions and the winter fuel payments and all. Cold weather payments in the mainland under fire is hidden overlap penalty plus a vulnerable household's risk this winter. More on that as well. Also, guys, we were talking about Oasis being back there a few weeks ago on the tour. A man dies at an Oasis concert. Yeah, a fan. I'll talk about that shortly. This story really turned my stomach. A teenager detained for cat torture and killing is an ongoing thing in the UK at the minute. This guy has been caught recently doing it, and it's absolutely fucking disgusting when I read this story. Also, there's a book has been brought out. This new book being brought out about the royal family, and the author apparently is under heat, as apparently he claims that Prince Harry and Prince Andrew came to fisticuffs. Haven't talked about the royal family in quite a while. All that much more, guys. We'll answer your questions later on as well. So let's get stuck into some of the news and some of the things that have been sort of making me interested over the last sort of 24, 48 hours leading into this podcast today. Let's talk about this one. This is an interesting one. This story was entitled Parents Welcome University's U-Turn on Some Creche Hike Fees. A plan to more than double childcare fees for some students at Queen's University in Belfast has been reversed. The university has said existing students who currently use its childcare will not see their fees rise. Now, not even just that there for university ones. Let's just talk about childcare in general. Guys, I've done childcare beforehand, years ago whenever I was married to my kid's mum, and the childcare fees were extortionate. Childcare fees now are through the fucking roof. Now, here's the thing that really baffled me, right? The UK were helping parents for a long period of time, substantial period of time, by giving them tax credits, whether it be normal tax credits or working tax credits, to help towards childcare fees. For example, if mum and dad are both working full time, or mum and dad or whatever the circumstances is, it was helping out. But then along comes this fucking stupid government and crashes all that out and takes it all away. Working tax credits, normal tax credits, all taken away, and all the other normal benefits were taken away. And this thing now is called universal credit, which is the most fucking stupidest thing I've ever seen made in my life. But yes, fees for childcare in general are extremely high. I don't know any mums and dads that listen to this podcast will understand where I'm coming from. I mean, I had to pay really big childcare fees a long time ago, but then whenever I got Brooke and Lewis, whenever me and their mum split, and obviously Brooke and Lewis came to live with me full time, no longer needed a childminder, because when I first got custody of the kids, at the time I wasn't working, and I was there full time for them. But I see some, and I know a lot of people in all different walks of life who are in reasonably high paid jobs and are paying extortionate money for childminders and for childcare fees whenever mums and dads are going to work all the time. The childcare fees, and I understand the childminders and all need to make a living and stuff like that, but this is what the government don't seem to understand, where the minimum wage is sometimes not covered to cover for their fees, which is crazy. And that's why a lot of people in the UK now are considered not wanting to work anymore, because why should they bother? Because they're being hit with tax so high now, every penny's being fucking taken off them. And the cost of childcare fees and school fees and all this here is just rising and rising and rising and rising. You know, and it doesn't help the fact that the government's constantly taxing you and fucking everything too as well, which doesn't help either. But, you know, just reading through that there, this thing here today, there's a study saying that the fees are not going to increase. Hopefully this is true. It says here as well, university has said as well, students who go to university who used childcare fees won't be changed as well. Students of Queen's University in Belfast with children, this is quite this recent statement saying, were set to pay £66 a day for full-time childcare from September this year compared to £28 a day at present. But apparently it's been stopped now. People have stepped in now and said, no, it's not going to rise. Like, that is some substantial jump from 28 quid a day to 66 quid a day. That's nearly 3 times what they're normally fucking paying. But all these these students in Queen's University come out with a new study about this here. And again, I was reading another article about it too as well, about, people can't afford childcare fees anymore. Even though they're working full-time, they can't afford it. Childcare fees are absolutely extortionate now. Compared to, I haven't had a childminder for my kids since, 2013? And the prices then compared to now is just baffling. And again, guys, I understand that there's childminders out there who need to earn a living and they have maybe 3 or 4 kids at once under their care and stuff like that. And they do work hard. I'm not saying they don't, you know what I mean? Because looking after other people's children is a full-time job. But again, some of the cases are just crazy money, especially when you put them into certain establishments, the likes of creches and daycare centres and stuff like that for kids. The prices are fucking mental. So again, is there any parents out there who, pay that extortionate amount of money? Or what's your view on the childcare fees today? Should they be less, depending on the circumstances, whatever the circumstances is? Let me know what your thoughts on it are, guys. Drop me an email or drop me a message. I'd love to hear from you and let me know what you think about that. Because again, at the end of the day, it's the world we live in now. Everything's so bloody tight. The money's so tight now compared to what it was, say, 10 years ago. And doesn't have the fact that Mr. fucking Keir Cars or Keir Starmer, I call him Keir Cars, like this guy or guy I watch online, he calls him Keir Cars and I call him the same. He's putting taxes up left, right and frickin' centre, but doesn't help either. Moving on. This story about this fraudster made me laugh. A fraudster who was ordered to be deported 25 years ago, quarter of a century ago, is still in the UK despite repeat offences. A convicted con man with an array of offences including stealing millions in a mortgage scam has lost more than 2 decades fight against his deportation. And finally, after all these years, he could possibly be finally deported from the country after 25 years of scamming. His biggest one was in March 2020, 2000, where he was doing mortgage scams, stealing millions of pounds from people in a scam fraud situation. And apparently now, in recent terms, he's been scamming more people and finally it's in Crown Court. And after 25 years, looking like he's going to be finally deported. Why, for the love of God, how can he stay in the country for 25 years? And the fact is that he's not even a UK citizen. 25 years. That is a quarter of a century. 25 years, and finally we're doing something about it now. Which is baffling. Now, we won't go into the whole list of stuff that he's done, but that's just some of the stuff that he's done. And it's absolutely head-scratching, the fact that it took them 25 years to finally grow a set of balls to put this arsehole, this fraudster, this scumbag out of the UK. Which is baffling. It really is baffling when you read this story. Oh, I don't know. Guys, moving on to another one here. A man dies in a fall at an Oasis Wembley concert. Very, very sad news on the podcast for this one today. A man has died after falling from a height at an Oasis concert last Saturday. It was at Wembley Stadium in London. Apparently, the man was in his mid-40s and he fell. He was found with severe injuries, and for what I can see through this report here, the man apparently fell from an upper tier. Now, from what I can see here, I don't know why he was intoxicated or what happened or there was an accident or whatever. I don't know the full ins and outs of it, but the man fell around about just after 10 o'clock on the Saturday night at the Oasis concert at Wembley Stadium, and he fell from an upper deck, and apparently he is now, obviously he's passed away because he fell from that substantial height, which is so sad to hear. You don't want to see anybody go to a concert and not come home, or anybody go to a sporting event or some type of show and not come home again. It's sad when you see things like that. You really do. You know, I was reading that story there today, or this morning, sorry, I was like reading through it, and I just kept thinking to myself, Hillsborough, and the Manchester concerts as well, from all them years back, with people going out to the shows and all, and you expected to see your family or friends come back home again. And when you see something like that, that's just absolutely freaking heartbreaking. And I'm sure, you know, Oasis obviously have made a statement on it as well. It's just heartbreaking, guys, when you see something like that, someone going out for a night out with their friends or family or whoever it is they're with, and then they don't return home, which is so sad. So obviously we send our thoughts and prayers to the family right now of the man who passed away at the Oasis concert this past weekend, which is so sad. Guys, I know, again, I'm rambling on about this again, but about winter fuel payments and stuff like that, but another story's come out, because a lot of you do contact me about this all the time, about winter fuel payments, for your grandparents and stuff, and then obviously pension payments for your parents and whatever else. Cool weather payments is under fire again, which is just horrendous. A growing number of families may be missing out for the cool weather payments this year again, due to a build-up of overlap penalties that delays much needed. Experts warn that the current system contains hidden flaws that could prevent vulnerable households from receiving timely help during freezing weather. Now, they took it away from them last year, the pensioners. Is it going to happen again this year? Are they going to take the money off them again? Is this just a bullshit excuse from the government to take money off pensioners again? You know what I mean? Like, a lot of old people suffered last winter because Keir Starmer and his fucking lackadaisical stupid government, who couldn't run a bath, never been a country, are taking benefits from old age pensioners and people who are vulnerable. And it looks like it's going to happen again, unless something's done about it. So what I want to do, I want to keep an eye on this over the next few weeks, guys, and any more updates on it, I will let you know. But just reading through that just really annoys the hell. They're making the elderly suffer again, which is just, it's neither sinners a backlog. Well, no wonder, because you fucking took it away last year from them. You know what I mean? You took it away from them last year, and all the amount of pensioners that struggled to put their heating on. It was either they were given a choice: put the heating on or starve. You know, excuse me, a bit hickey up, sir. Come out of nowhere, but you know, what is this government doing? Like, what are they actually doing? Are they going to take it away from them this winter again? I hope not. I know the funny thing about it is, we're talking about this subject. Yesterday, Monday, I got a text message on my phone. It must be like a scamming thing going on at the minute, saying, oh, yes, dear sir, you know, winter fuel payment for 24-25. That was last year. And I click on this link and tick this box and blah, blah. And I went, yeah, right, dead on. You think I'm fucking stupid? Plus, I'm only fucking 44. I'm not a pensioner. Plus, I won't be entitled to it anyway. So why am I getting text messages again? It's so coincidental that I got that message yesterday and then I found out about this story today. It's unbelievable, guys. I really do hope that the pensioners do get it. And see this bullshit excuse of hiccups in the system and backlog and all. Well, if you hadn't stopped their payments last year and put the fucking taxes up, then the old age pensioners would have been receiving their £300, whatever the payment is, as normal. Let the old fogies get their fucking heat this winter and not let them freeze to death, having a choice of, oh shit, should have starved myself for a couple of days to keep the heat on, or what? You know, think about parts in the UK that are really cold in the winter. Scotland, for example. Scotland's always in the minuses, no matter what, over the winter. I have friends from mine in Scotland. One particular one I talk to regularly. And see, during the winter time, she tells me how bad it is over there. It is fucking freezing. And old age pensioners need their heat. You know, I don't know. I don't want to get myself too wild up today, guys, but the government need to sort it out. It really, really does. And to move on from that subject to this subject, which really, teenagers were detained for cat torture and killing. Apparently this is an ongoing thing at the minute where animals are being put into bags and dumped in rivers and just castrated away and pushed away. But this recent story says a teenage boy and girl have been detained for torturing and killing of two kittens that were found cut open in a woodland area in West London. Boy is 17 and a girl at 16. And apparently this is an ongoing thing at the minute in the UK where animals are being caught. Well, these two have been detained because of it, and I hope the fuck they get locked up for it. I really do. It's sick. It really is sick that these people are doing this to animals. You know, me personally, I don't have a pet. I have no time for a pet. And I've always had a family dog in the house over the years. Whenever I was a kid living at home, we always had dogs and we had cats and pigeons, I was going to say, budgies. All the different things we've had over the years. Goldfish, But I have no time for cats at the minute because I'm too busy. But again, these people who are going out thinking, it's fun, let's go and cut these cats to bits and dogs and put them in bags and throw them in a fucking river or a woodland area. What is going on with this country? It's going absolutely boogaloo. So it is, boogaloo. Moving on. I don't know. A royal family book is coming out. I haven't spoken about the royal family in a while. Now, we used to speak about the royal family quite a bit, about Harry and Meghan and Kate and William and whenever the Queen was around, and obviously the King, and we'll talk about all the different things that have gone on in the royal family. But I haven't spoken about the royal family in quite a while. And I used to love getting all your pictures from you guys, especially when Harry brought his book and all out, and you guys were sending me photographs from different stores. Oh dear. But I haven't spoken about the royal family in a while. But this thing's come up here. I was reading today, and I thought, it's a bit interesting. The author of a new book on the royal family has claimed that Prince Harry once punched Prince Andrew in the face, has issued a statement following the Duke of Sussex's pursuit of legal action against this man. Prince Harry has denied having a physical fight with his uncle Prince Andrew, with his legal team issuing a warning of regret, obviously, about this claim. And it goes on into here to say that extracts of the book, which have featured on the Daily Mail website as well, which apparently you can go on there and read, says here that punches were thrown over something Andrew said behind Harry's back, and that the Duke of York was left with a bloody nose during their altercation in 2013. But this is all being denied apparently by both parties. And apparently this guy from this book is apparently going to be getting some legal repercussions. Interesting, isn't it? The royal family are fighting amongst themselves. What do you think of that, guys? Do you think it really happened? Do you think Harry really did punch Andrew? I know obviously Andrew gets a lot of grief because of all the accusations against him and stuff like that, and people saying that when the Queen was alive, she pulled him out of that many bloody holes, out of many situations, that, which is just crazy. And obviously Harry's getting his grief because he's married to the drama queen, Meghan Markle, and I've obviously had my views on her over the last year or so of this podcast, because you all know about me speaking about her, the drama queen who loves to be in attention, and just, and obviously I've had a lot of backlash from people saying, like, Meghan's lovely and all, Meghan's a fucking clown. And I always said, in my opinion, if Harry and William's mum was still here today, she would have had a few things to say to Meghan, believe me. William's wife, obviously, Kate's a different kettle of fish. Kate's an absolute sweetheart, in my opinion. She's a beautiful woman. She's so elegant and so friendly with people. She stops to people, she talks with people. She just, she loves being a mum. She loves kids. She's just a great person. She kind of reminds me of a Princess Diana sort of, type of person. I remember growing up watching Diana before she died in 1997, which I still remember that day like it was yesterday. But Princess Diana was just a beautiful woman with a heart of gold who would just literally give you the shirt off her back. But again, the royal family obviously has had its controversies over the years and everything else. But this book, interesting. You want to go online to that website and have a look, guys, and see if you can read the extracts of it and let me know what you think. Did Harry really punch Andrew? What's going to come from that? I'll keep an eye on the story, guys, and let you know. But royal family news for the first time on the podcast for quite a while, which is interesting. Be interesting to see what happens coming out of that. Right, I'm going to move into some of your questions, guys. Oh, by the way, before we get into some of your questions, thank you for all your feedback from Jackass of the Week last Thursday, where Donald Trump put Keir Starmer in his he says that Sadiq Khan is an absolute moron. He's a clown. He can't. There was another video we actually done that looked like he was on his private plane, before it took off, he was talking to the press again about your man Cameron in London, which was an interesting one. But a lot of you have watched the video I posted on the social media pages, and obviously sent me messages and thoughts and emails about it. So thank you for all that there. It actually came out pretty good, a good reaction from you guys. So yeah, who's going to be the jackass of the week this Thursday? So if you want to contact me, let me know who you think in the news this week, no matter who it is, where they're from in the world. I don't want to care. Like 2 weeks ago, we had the guy from Domino's Pizza thought he was fucking Stuntman Joe on his bike. That video is on my social media if you want to go and watch that, the jackass of the week from last week or 2 weeks ago. So who is going to be the jackass of the week this week? And whenever they are announced, I post the information on my Instagram and the Facebook page to show you who the jackass of the week is and why. So who should it be? Let me know this Thursday, because I'd love to hear from you who you think the jackass of the week for this week should be on Thursday's podcast. So, yep, let me know who you think it should be. It's be interesting to see who you guys think it is. Right, I want to get into some of your questions here. I'll start off today with the old Instagram-io. Instagram, where are we here? Instagram, right. Good God, I've loads of responses from you. Let's flick through a couple of them here. Right, here's one here from William. Says, would you rather have chocolate or strawberry ice cream? What a random question. Chocolate ice cream all day long with sprinkles on top and a big flake on top of it as well. Do you know, here's a funny story about ice cream. When I was a kid growing up, my kids when they grow up, they always loved their ice creams and lollies. No, I didn't, because it used to give me sore teeth. Only in recent times when I became an adult, I started eating ice cream again. So it's the same as pizza. Didn't have pizza properly until I was 18. I think I maybe told that story before, but yeah, there you go. But there's your answer. Chocolate. Let's have a look here and see. One here from Rand says, do you think kids and teens should be allowed to take their phone to bed with them? Children, no. Teenagers, depend on what age they are. When my kids were still at school, I used to make them, when they were a lot younger, I used to make them bring their phones downstairs and charge them up at night till they were fully charged and switched off, and then I took them to my room with me at night, because again, they needed to be in bed for school to sleep. Now, when they obviously got older, you don't do it no more. But when they were in primary school and stuff like that, hell yeah. Well, when Brooke was in P7, she had a phone. Lewis was obviously still didn't have his first phone then. Right up until maybe second or third year, I maybe started saying to them, right, guys, you keep bringing your phones to me at night, turn them off, get them fully charged for the next day, switch them off. Because again, at the end of the day, guys, see these people, and this is what really fucking pisses me off, and again, I'm ranting again, people who let their kids sit up all night on their phones on a school night, or sit on computer consoles all night, and then they're going to school the next day, and they're falling asleep at the desk, and they wonder why their kids don't want to friggin' learn, because they're super glued to screens, like I talked about on the podcast before. They're glued to screens. There should be a cut-off point and a cut-off time for children. And this is where nowadays a lot of the modern-day parents don't do that. Now they just go, wee Billy's all right, he'll play, or wee Jimmy's all right there. They'll go and play their games, whatever. They'll be fine, they'll tire themselves out, and they're sitting there till 2 o'clock in the morning playing their Xbox, or they're playing on their phones, or they're watching TikTok videos, or whatever on their phone, which is crazy. And then they go to school the next day with their eyeballs hanging in their head, and they wonder why the parents get phone calls from the school saying, your son or daughter is sitting falling asleep in class, or your son or daughter's attention span's crap, because they're not paying attention, because they're falling asleep. So yes, I do agree with you to a certain point, Rand. Kids should have their phones taken off them. Not to take them to bed with them, though. To a certain age. Obviously, I can't do nothing now because my 2 grew up now. But here, Lou, I've told Lewis many times, even though he's 16, if he's ever cheeky or nasty to me, who pays your phone bill, Sonny Jim? I can take your phone off you in a blink of an eye because the phone's mine. And he just looks at me and goes, oh shit, Dad, you're right. Oh crap, no. I'm not going to step out of line. Oh dear, right, here's one here. Let's have a look. I'll do one here. Right, one here says, from Philip, it looks like, says here, Matthew, do you have a driver's license? Just wondering, as you're always on public transport. Talked about this before. I think I talked about this in the podcast. I'm trying to get myself on the road. My biggest fear of all is tests. I can drive a car blindfolded. Honestly, you put me in a car, I'll drive it. Not a problem. I was spoilt rotten when I was married. My ex-wife had a full driver's license. I had a provisional driving license. She sat beside me when I drove the car. I was insured, I was taxed, I was covered and all. I could drive the car because she sat beside me. She was driving more than 3 years, and I had a license, provisional license. But my plan is now to get back on the road. As I said this before, I think about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I talked about this in the podcast. Yes, I am going to get back on the road again. Do you know something? I don't mind public transport either. It doesn't bother me. But again, yes, I will. I will definitely be getting on the road again ASAP. I need to. It's too long now. I need to overcome that fear of a test. I really do. Even though when I went to school, I got qualifications and stuff like that, but boy, I was shitting myself doing those tests. So if I can do that and find that inner sort of like non-fear of doing the test, I hate it when people are sitting right beside me. Like, when obviously they do your driving test, the instructor's right beside you. Just the fear of it. It's like the anxiety thing where he's sitting right next to you, watching every little move that you make. But I need to overcome that. It's not an excuse. So I will come over it eventually. So thank you for your question. I appreciate it. Right, I've one here from Samuel says, "Hey Matthew, how's it going? What do you think of the new Liverpool kit? Saw your video, thought it was great. What's your honest opinion on it?" Well, you saw my video, so you saw my honest opinion on it. It's a beautiful kit. I don't know, we YouTube short video there yesterday of it in the store on like a mannequin. So I did. So yeah, I love it. I actually love it. And the white one, I'm starting to come around a wee bit more to it. It's not a bad kit though. But again, guys, you want to go and check out the review of it. I done a full review of the kit and in depth. I done a whole, I think it was like 7 or 8 minute video, and I go back to the history of Liverpool with Adidas and show retro kits, and I talk about retro gear and show the range of the Adidas Samba shoes that brought out this season. Oh my God, take my fucking money now. Those shoes are incredible, but they still don't have my size. Please get more stock in Liverpool. I want those shoes. I want to wear those shoes to Anfield. They look the bollocks. But thank you for that. Yes. The new shirt's incredible. I absolutely love it. So I do. It's just a flashback. It really, really is. Right, let's get into some of your emails. Mirror Army Podcast at yahoo.com. Right, here we go. Let's have a look. Right, one here from Davey. Davey, where are you from? I want to scroll to the bottom of the email here 2 seconds. Davey from... Oh, there at the bottom. Oh, Matthew going blind. Newport. Davey from Newport. "Hey Matt, love the podcast. Hope you're keeping well. Hope the family's keeping well. Have you many more plans for the summer? I know you said you're going away with Lewis to London, etc. So what other plans do you have for the summer? Looking forward to the new football season, as I'm sure you probably are as well. Looking forward to watching more of your Liverpool videos and also more of your live reaction videos if you're going to do them this season. Keep up the good work, and thanks for reading my email." Davey, thank you from Newport. Thank you. Now, here's the thing. In relation to the Liverpool videos, yes, I'm going to try and get to Anfield as much as I can this year. Probably not get there as much as I can because I'm so busy. But I am going to get to Liverpool this season. Lewis has been talking to me the last couple of weeks towards the end of last season. And he was saying, like, "Dad, I might not have enough time to do live reaction videos anymore with you." Because obviously he's got his own wee busy life and all now. And, you know, and I understand, you know, the day would have came eventually where Lewis would have had to step away. And, you know, we're still going to do live reactions. Do you know something, guys? I'm trying to do so much behind the scenes. You're all asking for a video podcast, so I'm trying to get a setup that done, plus do other things as well at the same time. So I do have like a wee mini studio built where I can do the video podcast and I can do live reactions to the Liverpool games, even if it's just on my own, sitting watching the game live, and do a live stream even. What do you think of that? I was saying to Lewis about it last night. Do a live stream of me watching the game live. What do you think about that? That would be an interesting one as well. But yeah, there's so much things I want to do and so much time. It's when you're trying to do it all at once and trying to get away from all that and then trying to do your own life away from that too as well. It's so freaking busy. But then if you get people saying, why don't you get people to help you out and do your... But then you got to pay these people to do your work for you. And, you know, it's hard when you're trying to pay your bills and trying to pay everything else. I'm not one of them YouTubers that has millions of subscribers. Well, I wish the fuck I did. But I don't. So you got to understand, I got to balance everything out. So, but thank you for your email, David. Honestly, thank you for your support. And I'm obviously looking forward to the new football season. I can't wait. I really cannot wait. Right, let's get into another one here. Jeez, wrong button, Matthew. There we go. Right, I've one here from, where are we? Barry. Barry says, "Hey Matt, how's it going? Love the podcast. Love the jackass of the week." last week. Brilliant. Can I ask you, what's been your all-time favourite job you've ever had? And why? Interesting. My all-time favourite job was probably working in Curry's. And if you don't know what Curry's is an electrical store here in the UK, stroke Northern Ireland, stroke Ireland. You know, it's everywhere. Curry's was fun. I enjoyed it. It was, I was in my element, should we say, because I'm always into my gadgets and my electricals and stuff like that. So, and I did leave for the wrong reasons because of some fucking arsehole, excuse my language. That's just exactly what he was. Came over from the mainland and he came in and he thought he was Billy Big Balls, and I should have just rode it out until he finally got himself sacked a few months after I left. But yeah, I loved it in there. Just talking to people all day about electrical stuff. That was me. I was me since a kid. Like, I remember getting the job and I was so happy to get that job. You know, I remember coming home all the time, wee gadgets and all to play with, and you know, taking things home to learn about them and all. And the ex-wife used to go mad. She says, what have you brought home now to play with? Oh, it's one of these new laptops or a camera or, you know, different things. And it was just like, I just loved it. You know, and I left there in, 2008? Obviously, the world was a lot different back then compared to now. You know, and there's people I know still working there have said to me a couple of times when I've been in band stuff or whatever, and they've said to me, you know, would you ever come back? And I'm like, for two reasons, no. Number one, it wouldn't be worth getting out of bed for in the morning because of the money. It's not great. And number two, I couldn't deal with the general public now. Because I'm a completely different person than what I was, 13, 14 years ago. Could you imagine me standing in Curry's now with people coming in and talking about LGBTQ and people saying to me, I call someone a he and they say, no, I'm a madam. And they're trying, my pronouns are, I go over and I say, can I help you there? And they go, yes, certainly. Matthew, my pronouns are blah, blah, blah. Could you imagine my reaction to that? I'd end up losing the plot or be sacked. I couldn't work in the public eye at the minute, especially in a shop or a supermarket or something. I wouldn't have the patience for it. And it's not me saying, oh, I'm angry and annoyed and I'm hot-tempered and all. No, I couldn't do it now because it would just drive me up the fucking walls. And nowadays, you say the wrong thing and, oh, my feelings are hurt. You've hurt my feelings. Oh, go away. Like, I remember, I'll give you an example. I remember people used to come in all the time. There was our electrical stores in the area. They're no longer in business anymore. I used to come in and people used to say, oh, excuse me, I saw this TV up the road and it was like £100 cheaper. And it's exactly the same as that one. And you go, well, is it the same model number? And they go, oh yeah, definitely. I mean, well, let me go and double check to see if it is. Now, if it is the same model number, and we always do a thing called price match. And when they used to find out it was either a model before, because Curry's have a lot of exclusives with like TVs and companies and electronical goods and stuff like that, you know, and people don't understand that. So we need to go back up to these people and go, look, listen, the TV you saw may look like that, but it's actually a model below that one. That one we have here is a model up. And you would show them on the computers. We used to have computers in the store, you know, on the floor. We would show the person and they'll go, well, can you have price match it? And I'll go, well, it's not the same model. If it was the same model, certainly not a problem. But if it's not, we can't do it. And 9 times out of 10 they went, oh shit, right, okay, no problem. Or we'll get the better model or whatever. After talking to him. Nowadays, he said, to go, oh no, you're offending me. You can't do that. You're hurting my feelings. Could you imagine me being like that there? The old Matthew would have stood there, nice as pie, shut his mouth, never said a word. The old bullied, walked over like doormat Matthew sat there, would have said nothing. Nowadays, Matthew would have went, no, I'm sorry, hurt your feelings for what? Telling you the fucking truth? Kiss my ass. Here's the price. Here's this. You don't like it? Go back to the other store and buy the other model. Or the ones that used to come in all the time and go, what's the best price you can do on that for cash? And you go, this price is on the fucking ticket. Now, it's different. One really quick story before we move on to another question. Sorry for ranting again, but this is a bit my favourite job. If people come into me and goes, right, Matthew, I want to buy a fridge freezer, a microwave, a tumble dryer, a new TV stand, surround kit, the whole lot, I want to spend about $4 or $5 grand. I would then I would come off the floor, go in and speak to the actual manager, the big boss, Now, obviously, there was normal staff, management, like myself and whatever else. It was all different people at different levels of people. I will go straight to the store manager, go into his office and say, look, here's the bottom line. This guy's standing here with $5,000. He's willing to spend $5,000 today. He wants to take insurance on his TV. He wants to take all the dog's bollocks, all the extras, extra cables, the whole shebang. Can we do him a deal? Certainly, not a problem. Knock off 200 quid, whatever. Not a problem, boss. Dead on. Straight back out to the floor. And you go out to that customer and you say to him, look, listen, I'll give you 200 quid off today. Or 300 quid, depending on what they're spending or whatever the boss decides on. And that always makes the person feel, oh my God, he's done a good job for me. He's went that extra mile. I used to love customers like that. But the ones that used to come in and argue with you and go, oh, no. And then when you put them in their place, they would leave the store. Problem, that's it, all over. Nowadays, they would go on and go, you've offended me. I'm going to report you. You hurt my feelings. I'm going to say you misgendered me or whatever. No, I couldn't do it now. No way. Not in a million years could I do that job. I wouldn't have the patience. I'd end up just going, look, listen, I can't listen to that shit. I'm sorry, goodbye, and just leave. Now, don't get me wrong, there was many a time where I had customers where you were biting your tongue, like literally on the verge of saying, you know something? Just blew up at them, but no. Nowadays, like I wouldn't blow up at them, I'll just put them fucking straight because, again, this is what's wrong with the world now. All these namby-pamby little fucking twinkle-toe arseholes that run around looking to be offended. They need to get put in their place and say, look, listen, here's the reality of the world. If you don't like the reality of the world, then go and cry to somebody else because this person's not going to fucking listen to you. So in conclusion, sorry about the rant. I love the job. I used to love getting in there in the mornings and having a great time, and, a close second for favourite job was definitely my first job. I was actually in that building the other day too, again. The one, I done a vlog on it there last year, guys. But I remember I used to work in 1997, my old furniture store. I used to work in my very first job. I was down there the other day and I got a new Highland Cow doormat out of it. It's on the vlog from the other day, where I was up at the graveyard and stuff last week. You want to go and check out that vlog? It's paying respects to obviously my grandparents and my friends and stuff like that. And I didn't film inside the graveyard or nothing like that. I didn't do that. But I had a great day. I was out walking loads again. So you want to go and check out that vlog? It's there. Had a great day that day out walking and stuff. But that was a close second because I always have fond memories of my first ever proper job as being growing up and stuff. So, but yeah, thank you for your question. I appreciate it. Right, I'll do a Facebook question and then I'll hit the road. And then I'll try and sit down later on tonight when I get back from football and try and reply to some of your other questions and stuff you've sent me because there's so bloody many of you, which I love to hear from you all. Right, one here from hey Matthew, how's it going? When are you going to start posting your vlogs on Facebook? I know you did say before you're going to start doing it. When are you going to do it? Keep up the good work. And this one comes from Robert, who is from Belfast. Hey Robert, how's it going, my friend? Local Belfast, not too far from up the road. Yes, they are going to Rumble and Facebook. We're going to be going to Rumble and Facebook hopefully in the next week or so. I'm trying to get everything put into place. As I said to you, I haven't got a team. It's just me, and I'm trying to do everything at once. Okay, I've got a guy who helps me with the website and stuff. We're trying to get new designs. I've been on them all bloody weekend about this. When's these designs going for these t-shirts and all these new stuff? I need to get stuff put out now. I need to get done now. It's just one thing after another, guys. I'm just trying to keep everything busy. So I am. So, yes, they are coming to Facebook very, very soon. I've been posting a couple of videos. I actually posted a video there last night of the funny video that I found in Tesco's. I found, what was a funny toilet paper or something it was called? And it was called What a Load of Crap or something it's called. I don't know. Go on. I can't remember. That's not on the top of my head. It's on the Facebook page, so go and check it. It's actually quite funny. So it is. But yes, we are going to Rumble and Facebook, so stay tuned for that. Thank you for your question. Guys, I want to hit the road here now because I've got a really busy day ahead of me today as well, and I'm trying to get a vlog done and trying to get hopefully down to this football game tonight, fingers crossed, and then one tomorrow night as well in Belfast. So I'm just constantly busy. But anyway, guys, yes, thank you very much for tuning in today to the podcast. If you're listening to us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, please add us to your favourites or your playlists. If you listen to us on the YouTube channel, drop a like in this video, guys. I would appreciate it. Subscribe below as well to the channel. Check out our own Brewer Army YouTube channel as well if you want to head over to there as well. Please, I would appreciate it. If you're listening to us on TuneIn Radio, add us to your favourites on TuneIn Radio too as well. So I know we've got a good amount of people listening to us on TuneIn Radio, which is great. Also, guys, if you are about and you love your football stuff, as I said at the start of this podcast, don't forget to check out our friends at FTBL Spot. Check them out as well for all your football needs. All the information is there to check out and give them a bit of support because they are a great upcoming business. Don't forget, if you want to give us your recommendation for Jackass of the Week this Thursday, let me know. I'm going to put a thing up on social media probably tomorrow for questions, and obviously who do you think Jackass of the Week should be as well. If you see anything on the TV or anything on the news or anything at all you see and you think, what a jackass, send it to me and I'll pick the best one for Jackass of the Week for this week. Right, guys, I want to go, so enjoy your Tuesday and your Wednesday, and I'll see you back here on Thursday for another edition. We're creeping up to the 100 episodes on the Unleashed version. Almost 100 episodes. We're getting there. Right, guys, until the next one. I actually need to go to the bathroom. I've been holding the pain for the last 45 minutes. Not that you really wanted to know that, but hey-ho. Right, guys, until on Thursday, I'll see you all soon. Thanks for your time, guys. Thanks for sitting and listening to me rant and rave as always. And until then, I'll see you all soon. Thanks for listening.